Okay, I've had a few questions regarding Sonar and how to read Sonar. Oops, gimbal's getting messed up. Got a new gimbal too, I don't know how to work. So, I don't know that much about it. I can tell you guys the basics and how it works because I've been using it for years at work. But it's not complicated. There's the technology now, they're basically breaking down the oldest technologies, a flasher technology, and then you have like a traditional 2D sonar, and then like a clear view or live feed type technology. I'm not going into that live feed side imaging stuff. This is just basic how this stuff works. An old school flasher, it has a narrow beam. It shoots down, think about it like a Coke can. It just goes down to the bottom and back up in a narrow field. It shows you what's under the boat instantly on a flasher. 2D sonar throws a wider cone out and it processes more information. So since it does that, it takes it a little bit longer. So when a fish shows up on your 2D, it already passed under the boat maybe a half a second or a second ago, long enough for the processor to have shot the sound down and seen it process that information and told you it was a small fish or a big fish or a school of fish. And then your clear views and your live imaging things, they're getting kind of beyond what I understand. I don't understand how those work at all. But understanding how flashers and 2D work will help make you a better fisherman, because you understand the time when the fish are coming by and what you're seeing on the graph. Let me flip this camera around and put it on the graph here. I'll show you what I got going. All right, I got a little graph on my kayak. So as you can see, this is a Garmin CV4, and it has a traditional screen, a clear view screen, and a flasher screen. Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put everything on one screen so we can talk about that. Let me back it out so we can see what's going on. We got a little interference today, crud. Okay, so let's start with the flasher. The flasher is here. It's this little screen on the right. So this is telling me there's fish under the boat right now, lots of small ones. And as they come onto this screen, that 2D sonar is picking it up. It's a wider cone. So this is actually a great example because the cone looks like this on the flasher. It's very narrow. The 2D sonar looks like this triangle. It's throwing a wide cone down and it's processing. That's telling me that's a fish. It's telling me that's a school of fish. Actually, what these are fish just sitting up underneath the boat. These are pretty big fish drawing a line. That's what it looks like when your lure's underneath there. It draws a straight line. Real time hits it, takes a sec to process it. Let me back it out. And then we come down here to our clear view, and we're getting the same image here. We're getting a lot of interference down to a couple, 3 feet, and we're getting some bait fish along the bottom. You can see the fish on the clear view, but I really use the clear view to see the bottom. When fish move on a graph, they'll create a diagonal line. What happens is as the fish moves under the boat, through the field, it goes so quickly when it's feeding that this 2D sonar can't pick it up and give it an image. It doesn't know what it was, but it knows it passed through the beam. So it'll draw a diagonal line on the screen, and they're usually coming from up to bottom. Fish usually feed from the bottom up. So you'll see small diagonal lines will be bait fish. The larger diagonal lines that look like something like that, but it'll be a diagonal line through the screen, will be a big fish, fast swimmer. Watch for your diagonals on there, guys. That's important. Feeding fish is what you want to see, and that's how I read it with 2D sonar. I hope this little video helps you guys out a little bit in understanding this stuff, and of course, call me with any questions or comments or anything. You guys can talk to me anytime. Thank you.